The second of MCU's Disney Plus series after WandaVision wraps up will be The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which will bring Steve Rogers' two well-loved sidekicks into their very own spotlight. Here's everything we know about The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. While The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was originally announced alongside the rest of Marvel's Phase 4 offerings with a vague release date of fall 2020, the series has since been rescheduled for a release date of March 19, 2021. This makes it the second of Marvel's new Disney Plus series, premiering just a couple of weeks after the final episode of WandaVision is set to drop. Anthony Mackie will, of course, be reprising his role as Sam Wilson, the Falcon. Though Steve Rogers bequeathed Sam his shield at the end of Endgame, it isn't clear yet just how or when he will be adopting the mantle of Captain America. In an interview with MTV News in 2019, Mackie gave a tantalizing teaser.
I don't know what day it will be. You will wear that Captain America costume.
I just had my first fitting.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Tell me.
It looks really good.
Sebastian Stan will also be reprising his role as Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. After some time spent quite literally chilling with King T'Challa, followed by a blip to the afterlife and back, we have a new and frankly untested Bucky to meet. What the Falcon lacks in superpowered brawn, Bucky more than makes up for with his fresh Wakandan-made prosthetic arm. Curiously, both Mackie and Stan took turns holding the iconic shield at the SDCC panel announcing their show and its release date. Is it a tease of things to come? Both Sam and Bucky are well known for having worn the mantle of Captain America on the comics page at one point or another. Could the TV show follow suit? Daniel Bruhl will be reprising his role as the cunning helmet Zemo, last seen in Captain America Civil War. At the moment, we don't know if Zemo is blipped, per the term introduced in Spider-Man Far From Home, but he has a new look. Longtime fans may know that original flavor comics Zemo had a bag accidentally glued to his head. We doubt his screen costume will have origins quite so silly, but the trailer shows Zemo carrying a surprisingly comics-accurate hood. Bucky in particular will have a bone or two to pick with him after the events of Captain America Civil War. Will he be safe now from the special trigger words Zemo used on him before? And what has he been up to in the interim, blip or no blip? When we last left him, King T'Challa had stayed Zemo's suicidal hand, ensuring he would stay alive and in prison for his multiple crimes, not the least of which was the killing of King T'Chaka. A bigger surprise than the return of our two heroes and their nemesis is the revelation that Emily Van Camp is reprising her role as Sharon Carter, aka Agent 13 in the show, though how integral her role will be is unknown. Sharon didn't feature in Infinity War or Endgame at all, and Van Camp currently stars in the medical drama The Resident on Fox. Nonetheless, her character's inclusion in the cast is interesting. We don't know whether Sharon was affected by the blip or how she's been coping since then, 5 years hence. With Sharon no longer in the CIA after providing Steve Rogers with classified information in Civil War, we're filled with questions about what she's been up to since siding with Captain America over her former employers.
Even if the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say no.
Disney's big D23 Expo in August 2019 dropped some tantalizing news for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wyatt Russell will be playing John Walker, aka U.S. Agent. Walker is, in simplest terms, a kind of politically opposite Captain America, often functioning as an anti-hero antagonist rather than an outright villain. His costume even looks very similar to Cap's. In the comics, he exists to discredit Cap and works as an avatar of the U.S. government, falling in line where Steve Rogers famously refused to comply. Walker's presence suggests that Sam and Bucky could have a fight on their hands in protecting Steve's vision for superheroes, and may wind up having to defend the very idea of what it means to be Captain America. In early 2021, Don Cheadle told Bro Bible's post-credit podcast that James Rhodey Rhodes, aka War Machine, will also be making an appearance in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Rhodey has technically been around from the very beginning of the MCU, although during his first appearance in Iron Man he was played by Terrence Howard. Cheadle came aboard the franchise in Iron Man 2, taking over for Howard, and has been Tony Stark's right-hand man in the MCU ever since. Now, with Tony gone, it appears as though Rhodey will finally be stepping into the spotlight as the star of the upcoming MCU Disney Plus series, Armor Wars, which will see Rhodey dealing with a threat arising from some of Stark's tech falling into the wrong hands. For now, we don't know if his appearance in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier will help set the stage for Armor Wars, or if Rhodey will be showing up solely to help out his fellow Avengers in whatever problems they face. Carrie Scoglin will be directing all 6 episodes of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She is most lauded for her work on The Handmaid's Tale, earning an Emmy nomination and winning a BAFTA for the Hulu series. Many of her other directorial credits are either tense political thrillers or dark genre fare, with episodes of The Borgias, Boardwalk Empire, and The Walking Dead under her belt. If her apparent specialized skill set is going to be exercised, that would be something of a tone change for the MCU. The show's composer, Henry Jackman, has described it as a psychological drama, saying, "There's very much serious issues, now more than ever, about what it means to hold Cap's shield and what kind of person should ultimately be holding that shield, and with the history of this country and how African Americans would feel about being Captain America or not. It's a great balance of entertainment and writing centering around more weighty issues." It would seem that Scoglin's track record of balancing similarly weighty issues with taut storytelling and thrilling action makes her the perfect fit for the Marvel series. The first chief screenwriter attached to The Falcon and the Winter Soldier back in 2018 was Malcolm Spellman, previously most recognizable for his work on Fox's music industry familial drama Empire. Early in 2019, the project also landed Derek Kolstad, original creator of the character John Wick and co-writer of the genre-changing series of glitzy, high-octane action films. It's unknown if these two writers will be working collaboratively across all episodes or if their efforts will be designated to individual installments. According to series star Sebastian Stan, what the show's writing team has come up with feels cinematic in its tone. Stan told The Hollywood Reporter, "What I loved about the show was that, tonally, it was very much in the same world that Captain America the Winter Soldier was. So in a sense, it was grounded and very much in the world as we know it. But it's also really jam-packed with a lot of massive action scenes mixed with deep focus on character. We can put them in situations that we've never been able to put them in before because you now have 6 hours as opposed to 2. In addition to the return of Emily Van Camp, Daniel Bruhl, and Don Cheadle, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier will also be bringing back another familiar face with Georges St-Pierre reprising his role as George Batroc, aka Batroc the Leaper, the same character he played in Captain America the Winter Soldier. St-Pierre's role in The Winter Soldier was small but memorable, with the character engaging in an impressive martial arts-heavy one-on-one fight with the Captain himself. As far as new characters go, in addition to the introduction of Wyatt Russell's John Walker, the cast will include a number of fresh faces, including Aaron Kellyman, Carl Lumbly, and many more. It's clear from the trailer that Kellyman will be playing one of the Flag Smashers, although it's possible her role may be more complex, but details on any other roles have been scarce. Some have speculated that Alias alumnus Lumbly may be playing Isaiah Bradley, aka the Black Captain America. Not only would including Bradley fit with the historical and racial themes that composer Henry Jackman promised would be present in the show, but the character is also the grandfather of Young Avengers member Elijah Bradley, aka Patriot. With WandaVision introducing Billy, aka Wiccan, and Tommy, aka Speed, Hawkeye bringing on Kate Bishop, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania including a teenage Cassie Lang, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introducing teen hero America Chavez, we can't help but notice that the MCU seems to be laying the groundwork for an eventual Young Avengers team. Including Isaiah Bradley in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier seems like a natural early step toward that goal. A reported rumor suggests an overarching plotline in the series will be that the US government doesn't approve of Sam becoming Captain America. Even after Steve Rogers was instrumental in reversing the blip and defeating Thanos, it would seem that Captain America is still persona non grata to the United States government, as he was following the events of Captain America Civil War. Adding composer Henry Jackman's comments about how the racist history of the United States will weigh into the public perception of a black man as Captain America, and the presence of Wyatt Russell's US agent, and it's safe to say that Sam's path toward acceptance in his new role won't be an easy one. Additionally, Bucky is still considered an enemy of the state. He may have joined in the final battle against Thanos' forces at the Avengers compound, but the world at large wasn't there to witness it. Manipulation of public opinion is a growing theme in the MCU and has always been a problem for Bucky during his journey towards recovery. Zemo was, after all, the original architect of the fake news about Bucky's dangerous ways in Civil War, and he's back as a full-blown supervillain in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All of this seems to add up to Bucky and Sam not necessarily being welcomed back into a post-blip world with open arms. To celebrate the start of filming of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier back in 2019, Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan did what several of their MCU co-stars have done in the past. They took over the official Marvel Studios Instagram account and posted about the first day of filming. The series of small clips on the account's story featured some light banter between the two ex-sidekicks as they stepped into their new leading roles. Along with that, we were treated to concept art of the duo's new get-ups when Disney Plus went online in November 2019. Launch day for the streamer included a short documentary entitled Marvel Studios Expanding the Universe, which gave a short rundown of what we can expect from all the MCU miniseries coming to the streaming service in the next few years. Once Marvel dropped their extended first look at the series in late 2020, followed by the full trailer in early 2021, those drawings came to life before our eyes, giving us our first live-action glimpses of Sam's patriotic new wings, Bucky's tough new all-black ensemble, redesigned looks for Sharon Carter and Zemo, and a fleeting look at the back of John Walker's US agent uniform. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite comic characters are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.